Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to make some soup, and I did mention in the last time that I used this particular food flask, or generic name would be like a thermos, and this is a great little unit. Now it says that you could keep things hot in here for like 12 hours. And I've never tried that. The longest I gone in the last video, I guess, was making some soup was, well, 5 hours. So today we're going to go 6 hours. And the best thing to do if you want to get this to stay hot longer is, of course, fill it with hot water first and then dump it out and then make your soup. So I'm going to show you a great little soup recipe here that I use. And you could adjust whatever your preference is for what you want to put in it. But I'm just going to show you generally the base stock that I use, and I'm going to make this whole container of soup in cost less than 50 cents. So let's go over to the counter here, and I'm going to show you all the ingredients, and then we're going to make some soup. Well, let's start off right here. So I've got my container, and it's got all my goods I need to actually make my soup. And what I have here is I have minute rice, soup stock, and this is actually just dried. It's onions, red pepper, cabbage that's in here, and some peas, I believe. And you can see this is my small, I guess they call them baby shells. And of course, these containers, and they are exactly 2 cups, and they're Rubbermaid. You can get them at your dollar store, and I get 2 of these for $3.50. So you just need some measuring containers, and what I do is I just get 3 tablespoons of the soup mix. And guys, all this is very inexpensive stuff. Like if you were to buy $5 of soup mix, you could probably make 15 gallons of soup. But I just use 3 tablespoons for this container, which is little more than a quart or 1,000 milliliters or a liter. So 3 of these go in here, and I put them at the bottom of my container first, so the last one to go in. And of course, then I just put some pepper in myself. And the noodles, I use 1 cup, and for the quarter cup, I use a quarter cup of rice. Now this is minute rice. So I mean, you can't use stuff like rice that you got to boil for like 12 hours first. You know, that kind of stuff. So this is minute rice. Now I haven't tried the parboiled rice, but it'd be something you could experiment with if you wanted to. So I use a quarter cup of this, and I use a quarter cup of the dried vegetables. And it's very easy. I mean, you can just stack. Can you just imagine having a whole bunch of these where your soups are already pre-made? Whether you're going on the snowmobile, you know, out for the day, or going back in the bush to cut some trees, or, you know, just for lunch at work, or, you know, for your kids going to school. I mean, I think this is just terrific. And I like this particular model here because it's got a push button to let off the pressure inside, because it does get really, really, you know, like super hot in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my kettle. We're going to pour this in here, and I'll show you how easy it is. For 50 cents, I mean, take a look at the size of this container. Like, I mean, you know what? That's a lot of soup. So this will hold a little more than 4 cups. So I've got 2 cups of this already pre-done, and you just set it and forget it. So let's get the soup going here, and I'm going to go get my kettle, and we'll start this right away. Okay, so the first thing that I do, and I learned my own lesson with this, is I put some water in here first, because you really don't want to have everything stuck to the bottom. So I learned my lesson with that. So now all you have to do is just put the noodles in here. So the noodles are going first, and then you can see the rice, and you can see the rest, and there's the powder that's on the top, and that's what you want. Now all I'm going to do is just fill it right up to the top, right to there. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm not going to touch it. And then we're going to come back in 6 hours and you're going to see some awesome soup that you can take out with you for the day. And I think this is a much healthier alternative than stopping off at one of these fast food places. And for 50 cents, less than 50 cents actually, I think this is a great alternative. Okay, here we go. 6 hours is up. Let's go over to the bench. Let's open it up and let's see what we got. Okay, so here we go. I'll just press the button on the top here, open it up, and I just thought I'd let you know that I like my soup more on the stew side, nice and thick. And what do we have here? Nice and thick. That's how I like it. Can you see the steam coming off of that? Now tell me something. Does that look appealing to you? Because I'm telling you what, that's how I like it. Now of course you can just reduce the amount of noodles, or you can use egg noodles. You can reduce the amount. That's how I actually like it, like this. More like of a stew than a soup. So now look how much we got left inside there. Now is that enough for a good meal or what? Well, there it is right there after 6 hours. And I'll tell you what, that is some good. Now I know all of you could make this as well. Just increase the amount of water if you like, so it's not so much like on the stew side. That's how I like it. Hope you've enjoyed this today, and get out there and experiment with this kind of stuff. I mean, this here was fairly inexpensive. It was around $30, and I think it does a terrific job. And if you're wondering where I got like my soup mix, I buy it at a place called the Bulk Barn, and it's a franchise store that has all kinds of dry goods and everything. You can get everything you can think of to make all kinds of unique products, to bring yourself out for the day for your lunch or for dinner. So thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe. And in the future, I'm going to show you something really different that most people have never tried before in one of these food flask or thermoses. And look forward to that in the future. You guys take care and keep on having fun. Cheers.